Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, and we are back with my real estate entrepreneur, Omar. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, guys? What's happening, Michael? Thanks for having me again. Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, if you haven't watched episode number 1, you need to do it. That's kind of an emotional. It's meant to, at least it felt to me like a slap across the face, wake up, and I needed that sometimes. So thank you. It was awesome. Shout out your dad. But what we're going to do here is we're going to talk about what I think your superpower is. You ready for it?
Let's go. Yeah.
You're a little nervous?
Not at all.
All right, good.
A little bit. Okay.
A little bit. A little bit. So after this year and a half together of everyday talking, which we haven't missed, I believe your superpower is flexibility. And I'm not sure flexibility is the right word. So let me describe what I've seen and experienced, right?
Okay.
So you're an entrepreneur. Your ability to adjust, change on the fly has been impressive. You're constantly leading. Your ability to process opportunities and disposition changes. Like, for example, I still remember our conversation. I think it was in February. It might have been late January. And we're both like, Michael and Omar, this is the best time ever to do a lipstick flip. Because at the time, buts we're selling for retail, right? We're selling for perfect. It's like, that doesn't happen normally. Let's get all the money we can. Now with the housing slowdown, you're like, oh, different. Buts aren't doing the same. Let's change our adjustments. Let's go look for Airbnbs in Bear Creek, Bear Valley. I don't know, wherever you just bought.
Big Bear.
Big Bear. I knew there was a bear in there somewhere in Big Bear. So I think your ability, your superpower, maybe it came from your upbringing with your dad, is flexibility. Because you have an opinion, you have a North Star. But as data is changing, because you have so much coming at you, you will change. And you don't even think about it anymore. It's like, nope, pivot, nope, pivot, nope, pivot. So I believe Omar's superpower is flexibility. What do you think?
Spot on. I mean, I like to think that I am flexible when it comes to certain challenges that we're faced with. Hey, if something was working right now, a year and a half ago, it's not going to be working 2 years from now. You got to make those adjustments, especially in our business, because I tell the team that right now, anyone can be a listing agent.
Yeah.
Anyone can sell a property. All they do is put in the MLS and it sells. It's not because of your doing. It's because of the markets helping you become successful.
Yeah.
Which is fine. But if you don't know the intricate aspect of how to obtain listings and how to beat other professionals, other agents in listing appointments because of your skill that comes out of your mouth and learning how to say what to say and when to say it, you're going to be in for a rude awakening because somebody with more skill will take over. And this is what I kept preaching when everybody's like having all kinds of crazy success.
Yeah.
But you still are back, you still go back to the fundamentals. Now, with the flipping aspect of it, realtors have just gotten the business, all of a sudden flipping. But where were they at, 7-8 years ago when we were only making $10,000, $12,000, $13,000 a flip?
Yeah.
And that was okay.
That was a good flip back then. Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
And that was, and then you're making the adjustments, and now, okay, let's hold a little bit. Let's do this, because now, do you really want to pay 52% next year for flipping properties? No, that's why you have to have your house in order. You have to have everything in order to be able to keep some properties, because you're going to want to, and you're going to absolutely need to, because the IRS is not, the IRS is going to take half of your money.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. And really what I see in this flexibility in you is what's crushed so many. So I've been in real estate for 20 years, been helping people for 15 of that. And what that means is I've seen hot hands. So what do I mean by hot hands? Right? The biggest hot hand I saw was people like 04 to 07 flipping houses. And some people were flipping contracts and they weren't even touching the house. It was a disgusting time.
Yeah. Wholesaling.
It was weird. And what happened is, if you are a one-trick pony, the market will eventually get you. Right. And even me, right? If all I ever did was single family homes, I would not be financially free today. Right. If people read my book, where did I get? I buy a house, I buy a house, I buy a house. And then suddenly they're negative cash flow. They're alligators, as I call them in the book. I could have sat on my hands, saved up more money, and because the other thing you do is just put bigger down payments, right? Instead of 20%, now it's 40. Instead of 40, it's 60. At some point, they cash flow. I could have done that if I didn't change. But you know what? We did the work. We found another asset. And then the market changes and oh my God, everything's on sale. But banks don't lend. Oh my God, we have to change again. We go hard money, and then hard money's too expensive. Then we go private money. I mean, the people that win in this game long term have opinions, have skill sets, have experience. But as the environment changes, they dance through the raindrops and they use the environment to their advantage. And that's what I see in you is the ability to do that. Again, I think it's almost second nature.
You know, it kind of is being or doing this so much already.
Mhm.
I mean, and I'll rewind for everybody that's like going to listen to this right now. And I'm in the real estate business, I buy and sell, I help the agents create more income, but I also am still out there listing properties. So if it's not a listing, it's going to be a purchase. If it's a purchase, it's either going to be a wholesale, it's going to be a flip. I'm going to keep it as a rental, you know, or I JV it with someone and give them the opportunity to try to make some money too. If I have all these projects. So when all these opportunities present themselves, not necessarily present themselves, I create the opportunities.
Exactly.
That's the difference. You create the opportunity when you speak to a seller, to an owner of a property, and that right there, being able to take either a deal that nobody wanted, a deal that a wholesaler couldn't close, called me for me to go do the negotiations, and he made a couple grand. I'll end up making 100 because I knew what to say. And I took him from point A to point B. That's the difference. That's where you make the difference. You provide the most value. And honestly, if you're not flexible in this business or try to figure it out, you become less valuable.
Yeah, you'll have a hot hand and then you won't, right? You'll be that guy and then you'll be broke, right? You will go bankrupt because nobody stays hot. Right? It's like a heater in Vegas, right? You get in a hot hand and you win and suddenly you double up and then boom, the karma gets you and you bust.
House always wins when
baby.
it comes to that. But when you're banking on yourself, when you have hope for yourself, and when you have the ability, like, hey, that's why I own some rentals. Something fucking happens in this industry. Guess what? I'll sell my house. I'll move into a rental. I'm good.
Done.
This is why you give yourself options for down the road. All the wholesalers that are making a shitload of money, proud of you guys. You guys are doing great. The Ferrari looks awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. But at the end, when you have to pay that 52% and you're going to continue to wholesale and not keep any properties, then what?
Then what? Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is all going to happen in the next 18 to 24 months.
Yeah.
I'm not Debbie Downer. It's not going to crash.
No. Housing slowdown is real.
But the amount of money you're paying to the IRS is going to be the difference if you don't have no investments to offset it.
Yeah, you need depreciation. I'm holding a lot more.
I'm going to hold pretty much as all those 500 student deals. I'm holding them all. Yeah,
I can tell you, I have a couple of things in escrow to sell this year, but I will not be selling anything next year. Because we're both in California. If I have to pay 52% or 53%,
fucking insane.
I guarantee. No, I will promise you right now, I will not sell a damn thing. Why would I? It's crazy. Crazy. So again, flexibility is key, folks. Go figure it out. Go network. Go learn your lane. You don't have to change. You don't have to go all over, but learn your lane. Understand, like you said earlier, if you're in the business of real estate, understand you're talking to an owner first. That may be a seller, may not be. But again, it is an owner.
Absolutely. To second that, learn your lane. When you learn your lane, because we just talked about it, how, hey, stay in your lane, stay in your lane. Stay in the lane that you want to fucking stay in.
Yeah.
Stay in the lane that you're going to want to learn more about.
Yeah.
Because my lane, your lane, we're in the real estate business. That's our lane. That's anything that has to do with real estate, we're going to figure it out.
Yeah. My lane is real estate, Fresno, California. Right. Some people go, yeah, it's because some people hear this and they're like single family Cleveland, single family Austin, they're like all over the place. How can you get economies of scale? How can you be efficient? I mean, it hurts my head. Mine is real estate, Fresno.
And you being that, I mean, real estate, high desert, real estate, Southern California, real estate. I mean, wherever it makes sense.
Yeah.
I go to Big Bear and I go to Arizona because it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's it. So it's like
Yeah.
real estate, as long as the know your market, know your numbers, because numbers is the ultimate key. So
yeah. And then the last thing is don't stay so pig-headed that you only do one thing, right? Again, if you're a flipper only, this, if you were doing lipstick flips the last 2 years, you made a lot of money. If you're a wholesaler the last 2 or 3 years, you made a lot of money. But if you don't change and the housing slowdown happens and but stop getting premium price, it could get uncomfortable pretty fast.
it will get uncomfortable.
Yeah, very cool. Well, again, congratulations. I think I nailed your superpower. Again, most superpowers are not even known by the people that have them. So, Omar, congratulations. And folks, if you are in the high desert and you want to join a winning team, you need to join Omar's team. How do you want them to reach out?
Just message me on IG, guys, at Omar_Alfaro, or just give me a call.
There you go. Thanks, buddy. Have a wonderful day. Look forward to topic number 3.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys.